when I was 13. And if you compare this with cellos or violas in the same violin family, this violin is actually the smallest and highest pitched. There are actually 4 strings. From left to right, the pitch actually gets higher and higher. Kind of higher and higher. And when you actually play, the way you play it is to use the thumb of your left hand to support the neck of the violin, and to use all other 4 fingers to actually press at a position to signal what music notes you want the violin to produce. And to actually produce the notes or produce the sound, you will actually use something called a valve to actually control. And there are 2 auxiliary equipment I usually use. The first thing is called a shoulder rest. There's something called a shoulder rest, which I will apply at the back of the violin, and it will actually bridge the gap between the violin and my shoulder. And the second thing, might be even more important, is something called a muter. And this little thing will actually reduce the volume of the violin by around 60%. And this is the most useful when your neighbors are actually bad-tempered. And I'm sure all of you are good-tempered, so I'm not going to use this today for my demonstration. I'm going to throw it away for now. I can still vaguely remember that when I first learned to learn the violin, I was actually aged 8 and grade 3. At that time, both me and my brother, we were actually learning piano at that time. And my parents thought it might be a good idea for us to be exposed to different instruments. I still can remember I spent quite a much time practicing scales just to get myself used to changing between positions of my fingers at the violin. My tutor, creatively at the time, actually she put stickers, color stickers, just below the strings, just to show me the position to play, so I can actually accelerate my process, my progress to change in the positions. Those stickers actually stayed there for around 1 or 2 years, but it didn't take me too long to actually play my first ever meaningful song. Something like that. So that's my first ever song when I was around age 8. My parents have always encouraged me to play, actually, in the occasions of parties with friends. And before my skills get too advanced to play the advanced classics, they actually prefer me playing the old Chinese pop songs. And this is their all-time favorite. I'll try to play to you one fragment. Try to imagine that's in the occasion where people are going to leave the school. Very briefly of it. string orchestra, and the atmosphere there was just encouraging. They gave me full trust without doing any audition in advance. What they really required from me is the commitment to go to the